Hello, welcome to Deck Obsessed. This is Rhonda, and in this video I'm reviewing the Wild Woman Oracle by Cheyenne Zárate, a pen and ink artist from Toronto of Chilean, Ukrainian, and Scottish descent, whose mission is to help women tap into their authenticity by connecting with their innate, wild, feminine nature. For those of you who, like me, prefer to clearly see the cards in the deck before you decide to buy it, to help make sure you resonate with the art and the messages, I'll be showing every card in the deck. I'll also give a basic overview of the guidebook and read a sample in-depth card description so you can get a feel for the card's deeper meanings. Let's get started. The cards come in this sturdy box, which has a semi-glossy background, as you can see where I move it, and a matte drawing on the cover. This is the inside, nice pretty design, the sides, and the back. The cards and the guidebook are both 3.5 by 5 inches. The cards come wrapped in plastic. I've opened them, but I kept the plastic. There are 36 cards in the deck, which are relatively thick, with black ink drawings on coppery brown semi-glossy backgrounds with a white frame around the image and text at the bottoms. The guidebook has earthy beige pages with woodsy decorative elements and pictures of the cards with their coppery colored backgrounds in the card description sections. So just as an overview, the Wild Woman Oracle is filled with goddesses, divine beings, mythical creatures, and powerful women from across the world and throughout history, plus feminine energies, states of being, and ordinary women with exceptional potential, all here to share messages of empowerment, liberation, magic, self-acceptance, personal sovereignty, and more. So let's start. Let's have a look at each card. This is what the backs of the cards look like. And here are the sides, which are dark, like a black color, blackish gray. And I'm going to try to hold the cards so that you don't get too much of a glare. Let's get started. Rewilding with Grandmother Moon. So I'm going to just point out that there are numbers on each card. There's a primary title, and then there is an italicized, simplified meaning or interpretation of the card, which of course the guidebook will go deeper into. Rewilding with Grandmother Moon. Rewilding. Lilith, the first feminist. Autonomy. November's Sanctuary. Sanctuary. Yemaya, Mother of All, Divine Care. Vasilisa of the Wise, Intuition. Blessed Yule, Hope. Voice of the Outcasts, Advocacy. Weaver of the Web of Life, Cooperation. Branwen of the Starlit Alstera, A New Beginning. The Creatrix, Creativity. Artemis, She of the Wild, Mercy. The Goddess Incarnate, Body Positivity. Anastasia, Self-Discovery. Peace of the Goddess, Inner Peace. Freya, Lady of Love and War, Self-Love. Season of the Witch, Magic. Rise of the Inner Warrior, Solidarity. Witch of the Winter Woods, Healing. Persephone, Maturity. The Call of the Siren, Sexuality. The Morrigan, Sovereignty. Bastet and Sekhmet, Ferocious Femininity. The Sacred Rebel, Humility. Medusa, Sacred Rage. And the quote on the card reads, "Each time a woman stands up for herself, she stands up for all women." Maya Angelou. Matuaka's Truth, Reconciliation. Witching Hour Tea, Introspection. Scotty, Authenticity. A Moonlit Dance, Feminine Energy. January's Rebirth, Rebirth. I Am Whole, Wholeness. Time of the Black Jaguar, Destruction. Aine, the Fairy Queen, Protection. Hecate, Queen of the Crossroads, Unknown. Inner High Priestess, Divine Service. Home at Last, Aloneness. Morana, Goddess of Death, Death. This is what the backs of the cards look like. And Death was the last card. And now we're going to take a closer look at the guidebook. The table of contents is very clear, with each card listed by the number and name on the card and page numbers. There is an introduction where Cheyenne describes her journey from an unhealthy relationship with herself to reconnecting with her inner wild woman, followed by a section on using the cards. Then we dive right into the card messages, where each card description spans about 3 pages with a heading consisting of text on the card, an image of the card, followed by the question that the card calls you to consider. And then you'll find 3 paragraphs, 1 tapping into the card's guidance, 2 giving you the background and history of the figure or topic featured on the card, and 3 explaining the symbolism connecting the card, topic, and message. Now I'm going to read a sample from the book, and who knows, maybe there's something in the message that's meant for you to hear today. We're going to look at card number 7, Voice of the Outcasts, Advocacy. And we'll find that card message on page 30. Voice of the Outcasts, Advocacy. What parts of myself that I've consciously or unconsciously labeled unacceptable or unlovable can I reclaim and advocate for? Message. Esmeralda asks you to advocate for the outcasts who are othered by society and dehumanized by those in power. What's more, she asks you to become your own greatest advocate and compassionately give a voice to the unique parts of yourself that you have long rejected. In the infamous novel The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and in the films and musicals based on it, the character Esmeralda is a gypsy, or more respectfully, a Romany woman who is rejected and stigmatized by French society while at the same time being greatly desired by many Parisian men. She is the first person to ever show Quasimodo, a social outcast feared by the public because of his deformities, any kindness. Esmeralda is accused of witchcraft and sentenced to death by the religious zealot Claude Frollo, as he cannot possess or control her. She would literally rather die than submit to him. Symbolism. Esmeralda, with a look of righteous judgment on her face, stands in front of the Virgin of Paris statue in the Immaculate Notre Dame Cathedral, next to a hat filled with coins she has collected from dancing in the streets. She symbolizes all the people and parts of ourselves that are rejected by mainstream society and religious doctrine. While we are all children of the divine, we are not all treated equally as such. Esmeralda is the advocate for all the voices that have been unjustly silenced, whether due to gender, race, religion, sexual orientation, or other reason. And again, let's return to that italicized question. What parts of myself that I have consciously or unconsciously labeled unacceptable or unlovable can I reclaim and advocate for? I really love that. So not only is this book, this guidebook can go in depth about a lot of the figures. Like, I had no idea this represented Esmeralda until I read the guidebook. So there are so many other things to explore and discover about these cards from the guidebook that you can't see just from reading the cards. But that is it. That is my review of the Wild Woman Oracle deck. Remember, if you'd like to add this deck to your collection, you can click the description box where you can purchase it. I'm also going to be adding links to my other reviews of goddess and woman-focused tarot and oracle decks, so check those out. And if you like this review, please leave a comment, hit the like, subscribe, and notification buttons to check out my other videos. And thank you so much for watching Deck Obsessed. This is Rhonda wishing you a beautiful day. See you next time.